maybe last one I wanted to show to you, that's a brilliant game, Shahryar Mamedov game against Aydin Suleimani. And probably first 13, maybe 14 moves, that was a preparation, but still that's amazing preparation. And maybe it's one of the best games in this year. So guys, you must have seen that. Just look at this. d4, knight f6, bishop g5. That's Trompovsky variation, and in some couple of years ago was really popular. Then after the match, I guess Carlson against Karekin 2016, if I'm not wrong, they stopped to play because Karekin found some like a d5, c5 idea, if I'm not wrong. So Carlson couldn't get some advantage. So if professional players stop playing something, most people stop playing that too. That's really how does it work. But I really like this opening, and that's kind of tricky, and that's why. Knight d2, not the most popular. Knight d2, probably one of the most popular, just simple take on f6, but knight d2, it's such a tricky move. c5, d takes c5. So you just attack a pawn and take that pawn. Why not? e6, simple idea, I'm gonna take back that pawn. e4, and I'm gonna say, come on, you can't take this pawn, brother. I'm just gonna push e5 and then win the knight. But black doesn't care, said, okay, let's do it, and take that pawn. e5, okay, you took it, keep going. Queen b6, that's why you could take that pawn. Engine in this position gonna say like a little bit black already better, but don't take this serious in the chess.com analyze, because it's deep. It's not that deep, So if you wanna check this line, you have to use a more professional and engine like a Stockfish 16. Even in chess.com you can use it too, but give time to engine to think. Taken on f6, bishop f2, king e2 must to play, and bishop takes knight. We can see both of players knows what to do on their time management. Probably g takes f6, it could be move. So you can't take on f6 because of 1 second to think. Yes, made in one, queen e3. So you can't simply take there. If you will remove bishop somewhere else, you just simply take knight. So probably you have to go like a knight h3, and black will have some compensation after, probably like bishop d4, I guess. What else? Maybe you can even take, but I think it's bishop d4 and then take a pawn. Yeah. So you will have like a 3 pawns for a piece and weak king over there. So for Blitz, that's actually good. But hard to understand what will happen if I will simple take the knight. That's what asked actually Soleimani asked the Shahryar. Okay, show me. And he showed him. Rook g1, sacrificing the rook. And right now, if you must take. If you will not take this rook, come on, then you just will not have the simple piece. So Ken seems to you like if I'm taken, I will be better, but not exactly. So just rook to g8 and then queen h2, or just taken on g7, free exchange with some, of course, compensation maybe. But the main idea probably is this can be transposed to this variation. It's a knight goes to e4. Brilliant move. And if you will take, then I'm gonna simply take it on g7, discovering attack. I'm just opening my bishop and diagonal for my bishop, and queen d8 gonna make a checkmate. So you can't take knight. You must do something else. And rook g8 seems logical. So you're gonna just avoid all ideas like taking on g7. Maybe there'd be something else in this position. I didn't analyze it quite a deep, so maybe you have to just develop knight or just take it on h2. But look at the time management. Until this moment, they both knew that line, but knight e4, this, come on, it's hard to believe if something like this can happen here. Rook g8 takes, rook takes g7, and another great move, it's a queen goes to d2. That's a quiet move. Look at this position. So knight still is handing, and we are just open our rook and connect with our bishop to defend it, and idea is to put queen to c3 and make a double attack. h6, engine said that's a mistake, and even looks like mistake. So I still don't know why I can't play knight c6. So I try to figure out without the engine, and if you will just press lines, we can see like knight goes to f6, and probably if you play the king f8, it's a bishop h6. Might be even winning here. So you must to play king e7, what by human really hard to play. But I will not be surprised if Shahryar has something else here, like rook d1 or knight d5. So probably his preparation is still on. Okay, but in the game, his opponent played h6. Of course, that's a mistake because of queen c3. That's a double attack. H takes g5, queen c8, check, king e7, and you can see the pawn is handed, but we don't care about this pawn and that rook right now. We just played knight to f2, again, amazing move, and you just block a queen, and I'm gonna take on b7 right now, and you can avoid that. Knight to c6, again, agent said that's a blunder, but come on, you don't have a time, you have just 40 seconds on your clock, and your opponent destroyed you in the first line of engine. It's still his probably preparation, you're recognizing, you don't see any single move over here, probably you just had to take on h2 and still, you know, sacrificing the rook, but now we can check and take more material and try to still keep fighting over here because position's very sharp and both can blunder. But he played the knight c6. I can say this, yeah, this human's move. After taking d6, taking knight to d4 check. Okay, let's think about this position. After knight d6, I'm gonna take on c2. If you will play king d2, for example, in this position, I'm just taking on f2, and right now already I'm that guy who is playing here, not you. So hard to understand where is that right square. But he played the king e3, and that was the right square. But after check, you probably will agree with me, that's very hard to find the move over here. So if you will just play simple king f3, I thought actually that's a g4 is winning for black, but look, even I run over here. This seems like a white win, but I still don't understand why. Yeah, I can't take because it's mate in 7 probably, just a check. Hard to understand. It sounds like a triangle I made, but different is pawn on g4. So if I just play king e2, check, what I'm doing, I don't understand why I'm winning here. Okay, I don't want to even make some moves here. Look, I have no idea why its engine set is +4 over here. Where this move, I don't know. So being human, hard to find that. That's so hard. Look, now king d3 is losing. So what? Where is that? Maybe king d3 right now. No. King e1? Really? Wait, what? What is that? Wait, what's the move is? I don't understand. Wait, I'm still confused. That's interesting. King e1, yeah, I'm just takes. King e2, knight d4. King d3, queen f2. What's the difference? Why my pawn is... It's not helped me, it's just even worse. Wait, what? Wait, why I have to sacrifice this pawn? Why I can do that immediately? What's the difference? Oh my goodness! That's a king c6 move! Oh, whoa. That's even better, you know, it's greater even. So it's not the king f3 idea. That's the point. Just move back and give away the pawn. And if you take a rook, it's simple queen f8 double attack. But if you play in the check on d4, king d3. Okay, that's why engine is engine. That's why we can't beat engine. But in the game happened check, king d2, they repeated, and Shahryar played king d3. So after take, check, king c6 been played, rook to c1, and engine already said, come on bro, you are not better anymore. But queen f5 as a just blunder in one, he blundered just a piece. After check, king c3, queen goes to e3. Oh, excuse me, probably it wasn't blunder, that was a sacrifice. After check, bishop d3, but don't take immediately the rook because a simple mate in 2. So first of all, you just play in the d4 check, king goes to b3 and then take. Still position is winning, but again, look at this position. You have only 1 minute on your clock and you have to recognize how can you win. So check, that was right. After take, probably, maybe when I watched this game and first time, I saw maybe it's some like it takes, but right now I think it's wrong because of some moves like f6 is still winning, even better what the game happened. But probably we can get more, even more. Wait, that's still hard to understand. Maybe check. Yeah, that's a check. That's what. Okay. So if king f6, that's a even checkmate. So that's how could Shahryar win immediately. But instead of that, he played the bishop to c6, and that was a mistake because of after king f8 checks. Can you believe king just ran away and now it's kind of like a fortress. So even king e5 probably better, just don't give away this pawn, and this game could finish draw. That's why we love the blitz, yeah? From losing to winning in 1 second, yeah? In one moment, even in this very high level of chess. So instead of the king e5, he played the king g6, but you will agree probably with me, and that's very hard still be in the center when opponent just have a lot of checks and you can blunder something. So you want to just be in, you know, in the some castle and hold it and waste some times, and then just playing more not that sharp chess and dynamic chess and more strategy. But that was a mistake. So after queen d4, f5, position still playable, but not black is better, just only white can win over here. Queen e5, another great move, but again, this position you have to start to winning again. Rook to e7, a4, queen d2, and a5. So why just pushing the pawn, and hard to believe black can stop it. Queen d8, king a2. Engine doesn't like this move, but again, for us, like, I'm just gonna open the space for my pawn. Queen to c8, bishop to a4, rook to c7. Try to maybe somewhere sacrifice on c2. Probably he had to activate his queen with a check, and goes to queen a2, and queen rook c7, excuse me, b4, rook c4, queen to b2. One of that move, was hard to believe someone can make it. Yeah, queen b2, you go back, and probably just simple move like a queen a3, give more advantage, and then maybe bishop b3. But already keep be very sharp, and everyone can blunder here everything in one moment. So queen b2, more safety move, but another mistake, queen a6. I don't know what's the idea of this move and what exactly black wants to do with queen a6. Maybe it's one of this move to make a move. But it doesn't work at chess like that. And after a couple more mistakes, finally, white won this game. So just a8 queen. Okay, that's absolutely brilliant game for many sides from that. So was completely winning, then that's turn around, hard to find a win, then turn around again and turn around that many times we even can't count that. But still, a lot of brilliant moves, brilliant ideas, and it's we can even think it's one of the greatest chess game in this year. But don't forget, that's a blitz. It's not even classic game. Good game, what can I say?